modal auxiliary verbs. 13 modal auxiliary verbs. What are the modal auxiliaries? You know. Will, would, can, could, may, might, must, used to, dare, need, ought to. These are the modal auxiliary verbs. These modal auxiliary verbs can be used as a helping verb, only as a helping verb, except two verbs. They are, one is need, another is dare. Need and dare can be used as both main verb as well as helping verb. Remaining all the 11 verbs can function as a helping verb only. It means after these verbs, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, used to, ought to, after these verbs, we have to place another main verb. Then only the sentence becomes meaningful. For that already we have seen should. Should is the very important verb, important modal auxiliary verb. It is very much useful. This verb is very much useful. Example, especially to express advice and suggestions. Whenever we want to give some suggestions, you should consult a doctor. If I speak, you should consult a doctor. You should meet me. You should meet me. This is should, just as a suggestion I am giving. Children should do their homework. Students should read to develop. Students should read to develop. Here, should read to develop. This should is the, should after we used the word read. Read is the main verb. This says that after should we have to use one main verb. Then only it is meaningful. It shows some suggestions. If anybody has any difficulty in vocabulary or meanings, the teacher will tell sometimes, you should refer a dictionary. You should refer a dictionary means it is my advice. You have to refer a dictionary to get the meaning. You should read the newspaper every day. This is should plus V1. So this usage everybody understands. After that, along with that should, yesterday I gave you should have plus V3. Should have plus V3 is different one. Should and should have plus V3 is different one. Should have plus V3 is used to express unfulfilled action in the past. Unfulfilled action in the past. What is meant by unfulfilled action in the past? An action which should have done, but it is not done. Generally, we say that examinations written, result again. When the result is published, we did not get good marks or you did not get good marks. Then you think and say, I should have written the examination well. Did you write the examination well? No, not written. Did not get the good marks. After that, you think and say that I should have written the examination well. Another example, if you take, you did not reserve the ticket for the train. You traveled by the ordinary coach. Very heavy rush. Then you say that I should have reserved the ticket. I should have reserved the ticket. Did you reserve the ticket? No, you didn't reserve the ticket. You traveled by the ordinary coach. You suffered a lot. Then you feel that I should have reserved the ticket. Means already the action completed. Whenever the action completed and it is not fulfilled, you are not satisfied with that. Such situation we use should have plus V3. Already completed. Class completed, you did not write anything, notes. Then you say that I should have written the notes. I should have written the notes. Did you write the notes? No, you didn't write. But after finishing the class, you speak that I should have done it. I should have written the notes. Means an action which already completed and you couldn't fulfill that. Such kind of actions we speak with the help of should have plus V3. Okay, my dear students, you understood the things. Now let us go with another modal auxiliary verb. Last 2 days we spoke about the auxiliary verbs only. Auxiliary verbs are two types: primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. Now we are discussing about modal auxiliary verbs. Already will, shall we completed. Will and shall is used with future tenses. I will and I shall, we can say. Generally with I and we, shall is used. I shall guide you. I shall meet you. We shall go there. We shall take rest. We shall complete the work. These all future tenses. Future tenses. Now let me go with another very important one, that is can among the modal auxiliary verbs. Can. C-A-N, can. When can is used in English, when can is used, what is the expression of this can? It is to express present ability, present ability and permission. Present ability and permission. To express, can is used to express present ability and permission. Ability means, it is the capacity. Ability is nothing but capacity, our ability, our capacity, our skill, our talent. That is. How can we use, for example, I can lift this table. I can lift this table. This is my capacity. This is my ability. We can solve your problem. We can solve your problem. This is also my ability, that is. If I want to ask a question, in this way, so many sentences we can say, I can, you can, they can, we can, she can, Ramu can, Raghu can, Vinay can, any person plus can. Ramesh can help you. Ramesh can help you. Can plus V1. Can plus V1. In all these sentences you can find can plus V1. V1 is compulsory after can. Then can is used in question, especially, or giving the permission. Can I go now? This is a question. Can I go now is a permission question. If you want to give a permission to somebody, you can go now. You can take leave. You can use my cell phone. If I want to give, you can go now. You can go now is a permission. These both are permission question and a permission giving answer. If I say you can use my cell phone. You can use my cell phone is the permission I am giving you. My dear friends, you can come back with the same link again after a minute. Okay? They can do this. I am giving permission. They can do this. She can dance well. She can dance well. That is her ability. She can dance well. It is the ability. She can dance well. Any skill, any talent, any ability, if you want to speak, you have to say that can. Can is the word to express ability and permission. Ability means present ability, not past ability. Present. At present, what capacity we have, what talent we have, that we want to express to others, we must use can. And also permission. Can I use your mobile phone? Can I get your help? Can I go now? Can I play with you? Can we do this work? Etc. These kinds of question we must express by using can. And what is the negative of this can, cannot, or can't? I can't do this. We can't help you. She can't dance. They can't adjust with us. She can't solve this problem. You cannot speak English. We can't express our views in English. We cannot do this work. They can't operate the computer, etc.